royalty. To we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well on. For tomorrow, now we go make salute.
From the Minister of Finance. Because we don't have money. Because we don't have money. We members of Parliament, President are giving almost to us. For our conscience and God, we say thanks to him. If he comes back, if he feel like giving us, no problem. But we are not going to make any legislation to compel any government to see to our welfare anymore. We can discuss one when they are not official it. But for us, nobody going to play, nobody play the police have done. We cheat politics, play to the gallery. We have asked for everything. President Leo came here, the very first president, we tried the state of non-parliament, went to committee room 1, and we challenged him that our welfare is worst off. And he said, SO2, he told Laham Arada to committee room 1. It was Laham Arada Honorable who presented on behalf of members of parliament. Yes. No president has ever done that. Came to parliament after a state-out ceremony. We went to committee room 1 to discuss our welfare. Today, because of police social media business, because of this gallery, they are playing to the gallery say we don't need to do that. That bill cannot be discussed. That bill cannot be discussed in the chamber. Mr. Speaker, thank you very much for understanding. Thank you very much for showing us that you have shown us leadership. As a presiding officer, you have condoned so many things. You have encouraged us to go against our family orders. You have encouraged us to bring out to the press. You have encouraged us to discuss issues at the chamber. But we are not leaving us as men and women to our expectation of you as speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, I beg my colleagues, those who are in favor, even on the other side, those who are in favor, even on this other side, we cannot continue, and what I have said, that's what the Minister of Finance is here. From now on, we will see how we do. Thank you very much. God bless you.
I take due note of the fact that I have a motion before me, before they have. But I think we should not shy away from voicing certain concerns. That all of a sudden, and I say this with the authority vested in me as speaker, the number of times that members of parliament have been to my chambers to plead for this particular bill to see the light of day. I want to be totally on this. For me to now see members of parliament reneging from that position baffles me beyond imagination. Baffles me beyond imagination. Baffles me beyond imagination. I cannot understand what's going on. All of a sudden, we become political. Political. Pandering to the gallery. Let me give the floor to Tawa. She's been asking for it.
I don't know. And this nation can attest that when the first issue of welfare popped up in the public, I was the face of parliament on the radio and on television, defending parliament and defending members of parliament as to why we needed a better welfare and as to why the legislative arm of government should be treated as prescribed by section 74(4) as ably quoted by the leader of government business. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, let me create the context. When we came to this parliament in 2018.
Order. I'm giving the floor to honorable from Western area.
Mr. Speaker, let me create the context. When we came to this parliament in 2018 of April, our salary was 12 million. 12 million euros. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, if we are going to support the public and we are going to support members of parliament, we have to be open and we have to be transparent. In this house, everybody knows that I, Honorable Ibrahim Tawakonte, have challenged legislation brought into this house by my own party, by my own government. Because I believe if we want to be transparent, we have to be transparent fully. We have been paid 12 million loans. We went for loans to commercial bank. Because of the pressure on the loan reduction on a monthly basis, we went to the speaker, requested the speaker that he should invite the president to this house. The president came, we made a submission. Parliament, members of parliament were represented by my good self and the Honorable Lahimara. We submitted to the president that our condition is miserable. We submitted to the president that we needed support. We submitted to the president that the pressure on our 12 million salary is not sufficient to even take care of our families. Talk less of what our constituent demand. The president listened to us and he promised that he will look into the welfare of members of parliament. A year down the line, we begin to observe changes in our salary. For the public, let the public know today that a member of parliament in Sierra Leone is being paid 21,500,000. When we came to this parliament, there was nothing called recess allowance. We advocated that every MDA, every member of every MDA, including the private sector, where I am coming from and most of my colleagues are coming from, when you want to proceed on leave, you take leave allowance. But members of parliament would go on a 2 separate segment recess without a single penny. We advocated. We formed a committee called the Welfare Committee, headed by my honorable colleague, Honorable Danekuma. Other members of the committee were also mixed across political line. My brother, Honorable Naima, was a member. The Honorable Dr. Kaloka was a member. I was there, I was deputy chairman. I cannot shy away from that. So it shows that from the beginning, from the cradle of welfare and the discussion of parliament as a separate and distinct organ of government has been bipartisan. That every action that has been taken for the welfare of parliament has been bipartisan. When the issue of this bill started, another committee was formed, and I was invited to that committee. I told myself that I am not going to be part of this process. And the people that championed the drafting of this bill, including the member that is piloting this bill, are principally members from the opposition. The Honorable Danekuma was there. The Honorable Dr. Mahmoud Kaloka was there. The Honorable my lady, the Honorable Kafizana Tagawali was there. The Honorable Naima. So the draft of this text, the text before this house, it was the idea of majority members of the opposition. But because it was bipartisan, I was asked to be member, but I have never attended a single meeting.
Elections were far away then.
Elections were like 3 years away. This process has started 3 years back. So then, because of pressure on the leadership, they brought a bill that is defining for the first time the TOR of the leader of government business. They've introduced a bill for the first time that is saying what the responsibility of the chief whip, the deputy whip, the whip of the opposition, the deputy leader should be. For the first time, there is a seamless connection that Parliament wants to create between the Parliamentary Service Commission and Parliament as an organ of government. For us to come to the public and say, oh, things are hard, things are difficult. Things did not start to be difficult today. They started being difficult from the day that Adam was a boy. But while Adam was a boy, members on this side, we are putting pressure on the speaker and the leadership that we need a better welfare. It is a shame. It is only Sierra Leone that a member of parliament will travel the economy. For me, I will say thanks to the Honorable Speaker of ECOWAS Parliament In our last trip, we went to the US together. That is my first, and I will try as much as possible to be on business class. Took me to business class. I didn't know the chairs and the business class would lead up to the point that it would come again. So I started in business class for the first time in my life. And when you go to conferences, you see your colleague MPs coming from Liberia, from Kenya, they will discuss how it was difficult to get a business class ticket, how it was difficult to get seats on the business class, and I will just concur, yes, I know it is difficult to get. That is how embarrassing we are in the face of the public, in the face of other countries. But today, we have come to the public and pretend as if everything was done behind our backs. It is not true. We are honorable men and women. If we are, we have to be bold, we have to be honest, we have to be sincere. If this draft, the text presented, piloted by the honorable member, if it was designed only by the honorable member, let us come out and say. But if the honorable Danekoma was a member of it, he should come out and say. If the honorable Mahmoud Kanoka was a member of the committee that put this text together, he should come out and say. If the honorable Daimara was a member, he should come out and say. So the public will decide who are hypocrites and who are sincere. For me, I will tell you today, I will tell you tomorrow why I will support this bill. Because this bill does not seek to attend to the issues and salary conditions and welfare of this parliament. It seeks to address the disparity between parliament as an organ of government and the judiciary and the executive. And if it seeks to address the disparity, I see no reason why in the middle of war we will retreat. I see no reason why we are in the middle of the war and we retreat. We must not retreat. We must stand firm, Mr. Speaker. Let me tell you, in the midst of trial and temptation, when the children of Israel were taken to the mountain of Massa and Meribah, they cried and tested God. When Moses went to the mountain to pray, he prayed to God that God should allow him to leave the people and move his own way. The Lord said to him in one sentence, he said, stand firm, for you shall receive the salvation of the Lord. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, even if our colleagues are going to vote nay, let them vote nay and let everybody carry their consciences. But for me, if we are going to address disparity like we are going to do now in the Wages and Compensation Commission, we must stand firm and we must let the public know that we are not cowards. Exactly. We are Sierra Leoneans. Yeah. Other people are getting benefits. We cannot be cowed because they want to win political votes. No. The honorable from the Western area who has submitted that things are hard, it was the same honorable member that was going to the chamber to the speaker. That we should I disagree. I was waiting. I have never visited the speaker. This is the house of people. I have never visited the speaker. I am here. I have never. Without never. Let me go. I have never done that. I have never. You want not to forget? No, I have not visited the committee. I have never visited the speaker. Let me become the speaker. You are here. On welfare, never. On welfare, never.
Let me say, showing concern about our present economic situation. You all know that we hosted the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association here some months ago. And you also know that I was elected president of CPA Africa region, a position I still carry. As I speak now, today the 6th, is the last day of CPA Africa region meeting in South Africa. Yes. And I'm here with my delegation. Yes. We did not go. Taking cognizance of this financial situation, I have not applied to go. Neither any member of the delegation. So we are not oblivious of the difficulties this country is going through. And I pinned my absence on the pending election.
Yes.
But it is disgraceful, I must admit, that I, as the current president of CPA Africa region, cannot attend the plenary of that body in South Africa because of financial problems. But I'm considerate. I have to think about the situation the country is going through. And let it be noted that this bill will not cater to members of parliament, the current members of parliament. You have barely 2 weeks to go to the end of the life of this parliament. What you're trying to do is to create a platform for the 6th parliament and beyond. Not for ourselves in this part, in this parliament. I don't want to call names, but the members know themselves who have been to my chamber time without number, asking about, please let's do something about the welfare of members of parliament. And those members of parliament have come from across the aisle, from across, from my right and from my left. And for me to hear them speak a language that is in contradiction of the demands they've been making defies imagination. It defies imagination.
So, Speaker, we have made our point. I can understand Honorable Tower very well. There was a time I went after Honorable Tower. We took him to the president for taking things beyond certain level. And he said, I will fight for just cause. There has been a man like that. He came back to me after I've tailored him a bit. And he has been working with me. I can understand why he's fighting to have this thing done. Mr. Speaker, I just put all of the papers in the chamber, and that constitution will be given in the future, and I will have the other paper where we there. As I said, I've known you for over 30 years. You transform ECOWAS. I'm not strange to what you have done. Ranking me, the clerk of parliament, as a very young man, the youngest clerk ever in the House of Parliament. Because I've done a lot of transformation. I can salute all of you here.
Yes.
We have made progressive laws here. With no parliament at all. This parliament is one parliament. And we have succeeded in doing so many things under your leadership. But I beg you, Mr. Speaker, all my colleagues, in the name of God, in the bold declaration of spirits, let us forget some suspense and to other future days, which we can proceed. So we are going to withdraw this bill as moved by the Speaker. We are still members in the House. So if we stand to say withdraw, we have made our point. We are not going to fight. We want you, Mr. Speaker, as leaders of this House, to respect the people forget the Speaker, who is second in line to you, that we vote for the motion.
I have no intention to disavow or disrespect the motion moved by my deputy at all. But I will just give the honorable member who was still speaking the opportunity to conclude, and I will put the motion.
You just mentioned CPA. I want to note that I'm coming from Westminster quite recently. And in Westminster, we are told that a member of the House of Commons is given £290,000, not for any reason, but to prepare bulletins, for research, for other activities within the constituency. A member of parliament in Sierra Leone, thanks to President Leo, is given 18 million for 3 months for facilitation. And I will conclude with this, that they say the race is not for the strong, neither for the swift, but for those that will endure unto the end. I would have wanted to appeal to my leadership that we should not allow ourselves to be defeated by the gallery. And if we do, then posterity would hold us responsible for the state of the next parliament and the parliament after us. And any death in those parliaments will come down to the fact that we failed to do what should have been done. Thank you very much.
I am speaking from the point of view that
as a member,
I happen to serve as a member of the committee and not to represent myself, not for my personal aggrandizement, but rather we are in the one when we are talking about the welfare of the MPs, particularly taking reference to our colleagues who fell sick, and along the way others died. Others are still struggling, and I was nominated in room 1 across the aisle by members present. I don't go to that committee to represent myself. So that is why we'll be bothering your leadership about the welfare of this house.
Thank you very much for that.
Time and again, we have been talking here in this way, raising SO 26, and the leader of government business here always flag the issue to the public domain, including the deputy speaker.
I commend you for your honesty.
Mr. Speaker, I am in that committee, but not to represent myself. I don't go there on my own volition. I went there on the agreement of those who are in room 1. That's the only thing I want to clear. Thank you.
Motion before the House, moved by the Deputy Speaker, seconded by the leader of government business. All those in favor of the motion, say aye. Aye. Those against, say nay. The ayes have it. The motion is withdrawn.
Motion moved by the Deputy Speaker, Honorable Senator Solomon Thomas, to withdraw the bill entitled the Parliament Act 2023 has been carried.
The bill is withdrawn for the time being.
So thank
you very much, honorable member.
Who are you? Who are you? Who are you? And what are you doing in his body? Stand now! I said stand on your feet. Don't let me add this one. If I add this one, then you are finished. Stand on your feet. Stand on your feet! Stand on your feet! Stand on your feet! Stand! I said stand! Stand! Stand on your feet! Stand on your feet! Stand on your feet!
Oh yeah, talking point platform, TTPTV. Oh yeah, Unale we pledge, we love and loyalty to we sweet, sweet mama salute. Now we all come together as well. For tomorrow, now we go make salute. Talking point platform for news every day. Now we country salute for education, entertainment, political affairs. TV. We got enough Tanga one inside Sierra Leone, like a big quantity. We breeze not a shit. TV.